Central Processing Unit, CPU. CPU, or Central Processing Unit, is the main component that is responsible for calculating and processing data. It is like the brain of the computer in making decision or calculating command received, and it is considered as a key part of processing of the computer. Essentially, the CPU functions processing of mathematical data and logical data. Page 33. The basic processes are fetch, decode, execute, memory, write back. Operation is done according to a set of instructions from the program, which has a function to calculate and compare the operation as a clock signal. When there is a signal, it'll run one time. CPU speed is measured in hertz, which measures how many times the CPU runs per second, such as 3.2 gigahertz means CPU runs 3,270 million times in a second. If a clock signal is high, the computer will run faster, and its price is also higher respectively. Well-known platform of CPU. CPU is an important part of computer, and it has always been improved its efficiency and form all the time. The current standards used for personal computers include Page 34. Pin grid array is a flat plate with a lot of pins attached, and it is often seen frequently because of its popularity. It is plugged on the mainboard's socket in the section made for connecting specifically. There are various models, but it cannot be connected to a different model because the socket is made differently for each model. Land grid array is a flat plate that inserted into the base. This model does not have pins sticking out, but the pins are on the main board. There are several companies that produce CPU used in computers. However, CPU that is sold in Thai market come from two major brands, which are Intel and AMD. Intel is the oldest leader in technological production of CPU, which has developed continuously and the longest since the 8088, 80286, 80386, 80486, Pentium, Celeron, Core 2 Dual, Core i3, Core i5, Core i7. Page 35. AMD is a main competitor of Intel. Currently, AMD's CPU is very highly efficient. It gains acceptance from Thai market and also increasing popularity. CPU from AMD includes K5, K6, K7, Sempron, Athlon, and the latest version is Phenom II by 6.